If you are suspicious about everything, then you are living in a hell. Getting it? I'm not talking about blind belief. I'm saying there must be something which must be beyond doubt, where doubt doesn't even reach, where the thought of examination, the thought of scrutiny doesn't even reach. Has to be something. So, and that is your only engine. Without that, nothing can happen. Without that, you will keep on coming up with questions like these. What is the proof that there is anything called core? Now, there can be no proof. What proof can one give? What is the proof that there is anything called individuality? What is the proof that there is anything called the other world? How can I give a proof? Faith is the proof. If you don't have it, sorry, there is no proof. Every proof can be cut down. Whatever proof I'll give, you will shoot it down. Because every proof is in the domain of mind. And arguments can cut it down. So how do I prove to you? And how do I prove to you that you must have faith? You say, no, I don't want to have faith. Fine, go, live. These things can't be proven. They have to be lived. And one can only pray that you see light. What proof can be offered? Sir, how do you know there is a source? Sir, how do you know there is anything called witnessing? When witnessing is not personal, when I do not witness, then nobody witnesses. Sir, you said, I do not witness. Then who witnesses? Sir, do you witness? No, it's not even me. Sir, somebody else, our neighbor? No, not even they. That means nobody witnesses, right? Yes. So then say there is no witnessing. Of course, you are logically correct. If nobody is witnessing, then there is no witnessing. Now it is here that you require faith. And if you don't have faith, then go to hell. You are already in hell.
You don't have to go anywhere.
Enjoy your hell. Because a faithless man would have fear written all over his face. All over his face, only one thing will be written. I am scared. I am not living. I am just suffering life. I am not living. I am suffering life. And he would be compromising on a daily basis. And if that is not sufficient to show you the light, what else can be done? That only means that your time has not come. Just keep praying that, sir, please, can you give me some tatkal movement? I am too far behind in the queue. My wait list will never be cleared. Is there some tatkal window? You put your thought on anything and you will be scared. You know this thing can collapse. Think about it. You have to run away. This thing can collapse. Do you know what kind of grave risk you are running to your life? Every day, Rajkumar, every Sunday he makes this and you eat it. You know what all he can cook? What all he has been known to cook and serve? Whatever I give him to throw away, he goes and serves it to other people. If I start thinking that every day he brings lunch, and if I start thinking what he may have put in it, I cannot eat, I cannot live, can't do anything.
Mind is a barrier to faith, can we say that? The thoughts.
Not really barrier to faith. You see, the same mind in faith is like a faithful servant. It's not a barrier, it's a faithful servant. Faithful mind. Faithful servant. Let the mind be faithful. You'll still be eating the same stuff, speaking the same words. But now it's a faithful mind. Not a mind that is suspecting all the time. Not a mind that is cunning. Not a mind that is calculative. It's just faithful. Simple. पिछली बार वो गाना लगा था, रिमेंबर व्हाट इट सेड? मैं इतना काहे को सोचूं, तू जाने तेरा काम. Your game, you play it. I'm a servant, I'm relaxing. But no, you are not a servant. You must be the master. And that too a very shrewd master. And a lewd master.
And loud.
Huh?
And loud also. Loud and lewd.
Loud, lewd, everything. You cannot prove it through arguments. You can only create situations in which the mind becomes calm. That has to be the quality of your presence. Nothing else can work. You cannot just go there and start arguing with them. Arguments can be a part of the package, but a very small part of the package. Your presence is the larger part. If they look into your eyes and they only see somebody who is all the time afraid, how can you inspire faith in them? You stand in front of them and your eyes are crying aloud, fear, fear, fear. How will you inspire faith? And also remember that these are things that are inessential. Fear is inessential, confusion is inessential. When you are standing in front of them and saying, I'm afraid, you are essentially somebody who is a madman. You are holding on to something that is not needed to be held on to. You are essentially mad. Like somebody who is holding a piece of burning coal in his hand and saying, it's hurting, it's hurting, it's hurting. That's what is the case with a man who is afraid. Why are you afraid? Why are you afraid? Throw the coal away, but you will not throw it away. You are so deeply conditioned, you will not throw it away. You will just keep crying. मेरे को डरना बहुत लगता है. ये तो पागल हो, ये कोई बताने वाली बात है? भागो यहाँ से. पर तुम इसको अपनी क्वालिफिकेशन की तरह लेके आते हो हस्बैंड के पास. मेरे को डरना बहुत लगता है. और वैसे ही तुम्हारे हस्बैंड गले लगा लेते हैं, अरे डर गई डर गई. दो लपड़ मार के नहीं भगाते हैं कि बीमार औरत भाग यहाँ से. A rotten apple is very injurious to its neighbors. Do you know that?
Yeah.
A rotten apple is very injurious to its neighbors. What does it do to its neighbors?
It spoils.
Spoils the whole basket.
But you find great pride in being a rotten apple. So the rotten husband will rot the wife, the rotten wife will rot the husband,
And kids and then
and the kids, and so on and so forth.
rotten society created.
Absence of faith cannot be a qualification. You come and start ill-mouthing somebody, general linda. This is that is that. And that is the basis of a relationship. Have you seen these relationships where two people meet and all they do is criticize everybody else, and that cements their bond?
We have similar thoughts.
We have similar thoughts. You criticize the entire world, yeah, not only she, even she.
High five.
And that's what it is. When you meet somebody, you say you trust. What do? You reveal all your stink to him. That's what you call as trust. I trust him so much. And then what do you do when you meet somebody, you say you trust?
All the bitching.
All the bitching. And then you speak in whispers. That is what is trust, speaking in whispers. And you feel great. She has great trust in me. That is why she keeps कैलमनाइजिंग द एंटायर वर्ल्ड विथ मी. मेरे पे यकीन नहीं होता तो दूसरों की इतनी बुराई थोड़ी करती मेरे से. प्यार करती है यार, तभी तो मुझे आगे बताती है कि मेरी माँ कमीनी है. There are only two kinds of minds. One immersed in faith, second not immersed in faith. And that is the first thing. Everything else is secondary. Ego is secondary, fear is secondary, personality, individuality is secondary, everything is secondary. They say that if the mind is at the right place of the mind is immersion in the heart. If the mind is at the right, and that is what is a faithful mind, immersed in the heart. The mind is immersed in the heart, everything else falls into place. Let the mind be at the right place, like a faithful servant. If the mind is a faithful servant, the life will anyway be proper.